I was sitting in the front row. She just kept nudging me.
Get busy!
I said, excuse me. She said, yeah. It was just really funny how she said it, like, you know, with this attitude.
So then in walks Bobby Brown.
People thought, what's so odd? She's sophisticated and he's unrefined.
Bobby was a really funny and fun guy to hang around with. You know, he made her laugh.
Barack, you saw the clip. They said that Bobby Brown was fun and made her feel good. Don't you think that's what's really important, more than his bad boy qualities? I've heard this before. Even red pill speakers tell their male followers, the worst thing you could be to a woman is boring. So let's talk about this notion of boring. Okay, is the good guy boring? Alright, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to be the first one to tell you that if you think anyone is boring, that's a you problem. If you go out to the mountains and you find that it's boring, is that the mountain's fault or is it yours? What's boring to you might be entertaining to someone else, but I get it, right? The word boring exists for a reason. How else would you describe something or someone that isn't interesting to you? The problem I have is that boring is not just being used as an adjective, a descriptive word. It's being used as a label. I could go into detail about how some people are addicted to drama, conflict, and uncertainty, the roller coaster of pain and emotions that some people think they need in a relationship in order for it to work, in order to feel love, but I won't. So instead, let me tackle the reason why women are quick to attach the label like boring, lame, uninteresting, no personality to the good guy in the first place. Let's not deny it. People don't say I was bored with him or I got bored while describing their dates anymore. They'll straight up tell their friends, she's boring. It's the other person's fault. Here's what's happening. When you're able to label the other person as the problem, you're now able to dodge accountability. We've already established how some women hate being judged and criticized, but awareness is catching up. More and more people are finally putting the responsibility on the ladies for 1, hooking up with players and getting cheated on, 2, having babies with dudes outside of wedlock, and 3, staying in years-long relationships with a toxic guy who won't marry you, etc., etc. Women are responsible for the men they choose to date and marry and procreate with. For years, decades even, men have taken most of the blame when it comes to things like failed relationships, single parenthood. Even when a woman cheats on the man, it's usually, well, what did you do wrong to her? What'd you do to cause your woman to cheat on you? Even from other guys. Hey man, if you were man enough, you would. Dude, it's always the guy's fault. Now, not so much anymore. The reason why ladies are quick to label the good guy as boring, lame, uninteresting, or no personality is to avoid the criticism of having passed over a good, viable, take care of all your needs, never cheat on you, love, protect, and provide for you kind of guy. Where are all the good men at, right? We hear it all the time. He was right there. He was right there. You had him, but you let him go. He was too good. He was boring, right? Because you're a good girl and he was boring. No, you were a bad girl. You wanted a bad boy. So you went for the bad boy. There's a whole host of memes about this. So now, when a lot of us guys, we hear, oh, the woman called us boring, we usually take it as a compliment, like a euphemism for, oh, that must mean that he's stable, responsible, no drama, and he has life together. All of this can be a bit intimidating and causes unwelcome nervousness in ladies who do not have their life together, and they are prone to drama, and they struggle to do anything responsibly, like save up, work out, or look to the future for their welfare, mentally, physically, or even spiritually. And the black community particularly, as I've argued in other essays, there's not a lot of mainstream representation when it comes to the diversity of our personalities as men. Meaning, if a black man doesn't fit into your preconceived notion, stereotype, of how you think he should act based on the narrow-minded culture that you're familiar with, which is BET, VH1, rap and R&B, he runs a risk of being called lame or corny or having no personality or no confidence, which is really slang for having no swag. This video recently came viral. I know you guys have seen it, and it basically is an example of what I'm talking about here.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Man, where do I start? I like martial arts a lot. I did a bit of pharmacy back when I was a little bit younger, about 2-3 years ago. I got certified at pharmacy around when I was 17. I didn't really do anything with it. I went to university for a while. I was getting like a business degree. So I have a bachelor's in business. And then I did pharmacy for a little while, for about 3 years, and then got bored. So I was like, let's go see what the military has to offer. Didn't do anything.
Wow.
I did my PICAT about a year ago. Got a 96 on that. It goes up to a 99, got a 96. They offered me nuclear physics, and I was like, why the
Holy
fuck not?
moly.
So I went there, and now I ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Yeah. Why?
Because he literally didn't tell me any qualities about himself. He's just like, I made a 96 on this. I did this. And I feel like I did that at first too. But however, I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
Yo, you just simply cannot make this shit up, all right? So y'all DM Ciara. Y'all ask her, what did you do to get the Russell Wilson? Y'all ask her for her prayer and shit like that. And you get a dude that will be, if not right now, is a high value man. Uniquely educated, a physicist, a nuclear physicist, serving our country, all of these accolades. He did pharmacy at 17 years old, and you still turn him down. You still show him no respect. And for what? This is the same exact type of woman that will call into a Kevin Samuels show and wonder why she's still single. Y'all simply just don't know how to pick good men.
What they want is somebody who's like Tupac in a suit.
Now, others in the comment section for this video, I have the link down below to MTR's, they've pointed out that this may have been a clear case of this guy made her feel inferior. Miss Sarah Lena mentioned this in one of her videos where she opines that some women, you know, they go for ain't shit dudes. Well, I'll let you explain.
And I had to just be real. And the real fact of the matter is, a lot of sisters do not want good men. They prefer these type of brothers that don't have goals, that don't have a good job, that don't have drive, that don't have ambition, that aren't good protectors, that lack in these areas where a man should be plentiful in. They go for these type of men instead of a good man, because when they have this type of brother, they can tell him everything he's doing wrong. They can belittle him, they can disrespect him, and they like that. That's why when they were talking about it, they were laughing, they were giggling, they were giving each other high five. Like, yes, I talk to my man like that too. I can tell my man that too. Ha ha ha. They think it's funny because they like the idea that they feel superior over their man. They like feeling like they are in control of him. They like that position of authority, of power. They like being able to say, get the fuck up off my couch. I'm about to kick you out my house. You need to do this. You ain't shit. They like being able to talk to men like that. They like that. But if the role was reversed and they did have a good man, now they can't talk to him like that. They can't be disrespectful to him. Now they actually have to watch their mouth. Now they have to level up. Now they might actually have to be submissive. Hold up.
This need to feel equal or superior is a huge problem with black culture, as I pointed out in my last video about strong and independent women. Also, I want to point out that just like it's a tactic to label the good guy as boring, it's also a mental gymnastic move to label the bad boy with positive labels like fun, strong, masculine, charismatic, make me feel safe. Like, these are just nonsense. Even if they did make you do all those good things, they're still a bad boy, you know? Like, but this is what you tell yourself to justify bad decisions.